guys, welcome to another episode of Funker Tactical. My name's Andy Tran with the Interbark Outdoors channel, and today I'm going to take you through a tour of the Tops Knives factory. Tops Knives have been around for a long time, and they've really built a solid reputation on building some of the best knives with their quality of craftsmanship and their attention to detail. It's a big reason why so many law enforcement, military, and outdoor professionals go to them to build their own designs. Check it out. The first thing I noticed when I went into Tops Knives is that they don't make huge runs of each knife. This ensures that they can keep their eye on detail and quality control. The factory is run by Leo, who is a shop manager, and Mike Fuller, who is the CEO. All the designs are stored within a computer. These drawings have all the dimensions and geometry for each of the designs so that they can be programmed into the CNC machines down below. And with over 300 models in their catalog, this easily becomes a full-time job. The first step in making one of these knives is to actually cut it out of the steel. The particular knife being cut out right now is a Tahoma field knife. Normally there's a lot of lubricant being sprayed onto the bit to keep it cool, but since I wanted to film, they were gracious enough to turn off the lubricant for me. I could watch this stuff for hours. After the blanks have been cut out, they go ahead and sand off all the burrs. The next step is to bring it off to another CNC machine. As you can see, with the coolant running, you can't really see much.
Keep everything from overheating. Yeah. Have you seen these before, Malcolm?
But this is pretty much what is happening during the cut. And this is what you end up with. After you get a bunch of them, they all go into a rock tumbler to get rid of all the machining works. Over in the other part of the shop, they're working on handles. These handles go to the TFK, and every single part of the handle is CNC'd out. Right here you can see the jimping that's done all by machine so that it matches up perfectly to the knife blank. And all the contours and beveling are done here too. And that's pretty much the end result. The next step is to bring it to a guy named Benny. Benny's a pretty cool dude, and he does all of the rough sanding of the handles.
Take that shiny stuff off. That way when they oil it, just turns dark.
Chances are, if you've ever bought a Tops knife, the handle has been shaped by Benny. Because he's been at this for so long, he actually works a lot faster than any machine could, so I guess you could call that job security. Shaping the handles improves the grip and also brings out the beauty in the materials.
All you do is just try to bring the pattern out of it.
And somehow he makes them all look exactly the same. Another trade that Benny has is the heat treat. The heat treat is something that separates Tops from all their other competitors. Not only are they hand done, but they're all each individually differentially tempered. After all the experience that he's had, he doesn't need any sort of instrument to tell him when the steel is just the right temperature. What he's doing here is running the edge underneath the flame. This will make sure that the edge is a lot hotter than the spine, which makes it harder when he quenches it. The differential heat treat is what makes Tops knives so strong. After the quench, the blades get sandblasted. This will remove all the grime and gunk that gets on there during the heat treat process.
And you can see the temper line a lot better too when you blast this off.
And this is the before and after of the blade. After he inspects it and makes sure that the temper line is correct, it goes off to the coating machine. After everything's coated, it's time to put the handles on. Each handle is hand fit, and the guy that's actually putting these handles on is Leo's dad. You won't see any power tools here because there's a lot more care and attention to detail when you do it by hand. Each individual knife is done this way to make sure that everything's nice and tight. Some knives need a little bit extra attention and will be hand sanded. This will make sure that all the parts fit perfectly. This is especially important for a knife like the tactical steak knife where you want a seamless handle.
We have to get them there before 3:30 or something.
All the knives that feature a paracord wrap are done by Leo's wife. After the handles have been fitted, it's time to get them sharp. And again, you'll notice that everything is done by hand. The first step is the rough shaping. This will set the bevel to the design specs. Next, it goes off to a buffing wheel. This is where it really starts to get sharp. Each and every single knife that passes through these guys' hands is tested on paper. If there's any snags or flat spots, they go off and do it again. Over in another part of the factory, they make the Kydex sheaths in-house. They are all heated and pressed individually. Once the mold is out of the Kydex, they go ahead and roughly cut it out. Then they'll bring it over to the grinding wheel and get its final shape. And to finish it off, they go ahead and polish it off on a buffing wheel. And over here we have Big Steve. Big Steve will make the perfect fit on every single Kydex sheath because each individual sheath is a little bit loose. My understanding is he takes this little heat gun, heats it up just right,
Take that dimple out just
presses something in, and then
put it here,
kind of presses it against the table.
angle in, and
I think he's waving his hands for magic,
kind of see that.
and boom, you have a nice snug fit for a Kydex sheath.
That is how it's done. I feel like
And this will happen to every single Kydex sheath. And over here we have a leather sheath, which is going to be finished by Oscar. Oscar has been doing this for a while as well, and he's going to be making sure that everything is working just right. And last but not least, we have Craig, who is going to be doing all the shipping and packaging. All right, so that is the Tops Knives factory tour. If you guys enjoyed the video, please like, share, and subscribe to Funker Tactical, and also check out my personal YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/InnerBarkOutdoors. There you'll find a bunch of instructionals on outdoors and survival. You'll also find some gear reviews, all filmed in 4K, ultra high definition. But until next time, take care out there. Bye.